I'm Rick Hager. I'm president of Flores Hager & Associates. We're a general contractor located in Daytona Beach, Florida. The Ocean Ritz is a high-rise condominium in Daytona Beach. The project had several restoration projects in the past, and they weren't done correctly. So the goal of the client was to go ahead and have it done supervised by an engineer. Because we're on the coast and the large amount of salt in this area, concrete is kind of a sponge. And when the salt from the chlorides in the air and the atmosphere get into the concrete substrate, they cause the reinforcing steel to rust. When the reinforcing steel rusts, it expands and causes the concrete to spall. What we first do is we go through and evaluate the structural integrity. Then we'll excavate to see how bad the reinforcing steel is, and then do our repair. One of the reasons we chose Sherwin-Williams for this job was their product line is kind of a one-stop shop. They have everything we need for the coating phase of the project. Once the preparation is complete, we're using Sherwin-Williams Loxon Conditioner on the existing surfaces. On the areas that had stucco repairs, due to the high pH, we're using Modax Smooth over the surface as a primer. Once the areas have been primed, we apply a coat of the Sherwin-Williams SuperPaint Satin finish. We then go back to the balconies and apply a cathodic system. Once that's complete, we apply the SherCrete flexible waterproofing system over that. Another phase of the job is the aluminum rails, the coatings on there were failing. So what we had to do is go in and grind off the failing coatings and the corrosion from the substrate, and then apply the SherCrete HBA gloss over that. One of the things we found with dealing with Sherwin-Williams is their local rep is on the project weekly. If we want to ask him about anything about the coatings, he's right there to answer any questions. For a project of this type, the biggest thing initially is get a good specification, deal with Sherwin-Williams, come up with the products that are needed for the project, and then utilize their reps during the project to make sure everything flows. We've been working with Sherwin-Williams for the past 10 years, but even if we didn't have that track record, after seeing the products applied to the project, I still believe that they would be the best product for this project.